I swear, one more real estate agent asks me for leads, I'm going to lose my shit.
Welcome to the Real Estate Coaching Club podcast.
This is where we tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
What's up, everybody? Agent Nation, how's everybody doing? So, I want to talk about the leads. I want the leads. Everybody wants the leads. That's probably the number one question I get when people join my office is, do you provide leads? So, what does that even mean? Like, do you know what that means? When you ask for leads, do you know what that means? I don't think you do. I think what you think it means is that you want leads, as in you want a list of people that want to buy or sell right now. And I will tell you that if anybody had that list, they would not be giving it out to just random people or just random agents. They'd be taking that shit for themselves. So the problem is, the question is, what is a lead? And I think this is something that everybody needs to listen to, because I have veteran agents that are like, do you have leads? Are you giving away leads? Excuse me. So if we look at the math, and if we look at actual closings of actual real estate agents that are actually producing business, over 90%, this is a totally made up statistic, like 89% of all statistics are made up, and the 90%, I would bet it's in the 90th percentile. I would almost bet, and this is based on me being in business for 18 years and running real estate offices with hundreds and hundreds of agents for over 7. And every time somebody at my office puts up a sale or puts up a closing or puts up a listing, I ask them, where did you get it? Because that's going to educate everybody else in the room on where they got their lead from. I'm doing air quotes right now for people who can't see me. Lead from. So over 90% of all the agents that I know, their leads come from their sphere of influence. People that they know. And I think the miscommunication on this is it's not the people that they actually know. Like, you're not going to call John in your database, hey, John, you want to buy or sell? John's going to go F yourself. No, I don't want to buy or sell. I bought this last year. I'm keeping it for a while as I can't afford anything else or whatever. But where the lead is actually going to come from, it's going to come from the person that John knows. You're going to call John like you're supposed to every month based on the notes that you have in your CRM. You're going to call him and just say, hey, John, how's it going? Wanted to just touch base on you, and you reference the last conversation you had, and just like your friends, like your best friends, you're going to call him and just talk to him, making sure that he knows that you're still in real estate. So when somebody goes to John and says, hey, John, you know what? I'm really sick of all the crap that California's doing. I think I'm going to pack my shit and I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to literally anywhere else that could be possibly better than this. And I'm going to sell my house. And because you so diligently kept up with John and talked to John, and John knows you like you're his best friend, he's going to say, man, you know what? I totally get it. I wish I could leave, but I know someone that can help you. You've got to call my friend Frank. Frank is awesome. He'll help you with your house. Oh, well, I already know an agent. I understand you know an agent, but listen, Frank's the man. He's a really good guy, and you should at least talk to him. So now you just got a lead. You got a lead from John, who's your sphere of influence, and now Greg is now part of your sphere of influence. And even if Greg doesn't use you, he goes into your sphere of influence because 70+% of all agents say they'll use their last agent again, but only 25% do because we don't follow up with people. So if you actually follow up with Greg, even when he uses somebody else and you keep him in your pipeline and you show him that you are the best agent, you are a really good agent, chances are somewhere down the line he's probably going to use you, or he's going to refer you to somebody and say, man, you got to use Frank. I use this other guy. I should have used Frank. Call Frank. He's really awesome. Don't call the other dude because he messed me up. That's how it works. So most people talk about leads when they talk about door knocking. Door knocking is a great way, but it takes time. It's not as fast as your sphere of influence. You have internet leads. I love internet leads. Do you know why? Because it's a tangible thing that I can actually purchase. I can purchase an internet lead, but here we go. If you want an internet lead, I'm going to give you 10 internet leads. I'm going to give you 10 leads today. You're going to call all 10 of them, and they're not going to want to buy or sell, and you're going to say these are shitty leads. Nope, you're actually just a shitty agent because you don't understand how internet leads work. You don't understand the conversation to have with them, and you don't know that the average time it takes for an internet lead to make a decision and do something is 18 months. Yes, 18 months. That's the statistic. That's the statistic. So, all these other places you can get leads from, FSBOs, expired listings, all of these other things, those are great leads. But this is the kicker. Those are 1-to-1. I call an expired lead. That's one-to-one transaction. I call internet lead 1-to-1 transaction. I call the for sale by owner. I call whatever. The only one that's quadratic, which means it's exponentially grows and can yield you way more benefit than any other lead, is your sphere of influence. And if every agent out there nurtured and took care of and followed up with and called and talked to and actually just took my system that I have on how to handle your sphere of influence, you would all make 6 figures, and in time, you'd make 7 figures. Trust me on this. There's agents out there right now that have systems in place and people in place are seriously selling hundreds and hundreds of homes a year when you're selling like 10. And if somebody out there is selling hundreds of homes, there is enough space for you to do 6 to 7 figures in real estate, especially with the way prices are right now. So please don't ask me for leads. If anything, when you come to me, or if you want to talk to me, or if you want to be coached by me, come and tell me, how do I handle the leads I already have? Ask me what to do with what I already have. And if you tell me, I only know 50 people, or I've already talked to everybody in my sphere of influence. Yeah, first of all, you don't know 50 people. You know way more than that. And you're just scared to talk to people, and you haven't talked to everybody in your sphere of influence. And if you have, you haven't said the right things, and I will give you the words that you need to say. That is actually a different podcast, conversation, video, or what have you. So, that being said, don't come asking for leads. You already have leads. Your question is that I have leads and I know people, I just don't know what to do with them. Can you help me? Yes, I 100% can help you. I just need you to do the work. Do the work, and we can be friends. Sound good? All right. I hope this helped everybody. Listen, I'm not selling anything yet, but I'm probably going to. And right now, if you can rate the podcast 4 or 5 stars, if you're going to do any lower stars than that, then don't rate the podcast at all. Whatever, rate me 4 or 5 stars. Just if you're not going to, you probably already stopped listening, so we should just move on. But leave a review. Forward this to a friend that needs to hear it, which is probably all of you. And I want to thank you guys for listening, and I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Love you. See you. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Real Estate Coaching Club podcast. And make sure you have a fantastic day.